Tennessee. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. And it was the visiting Titans who were victorious in that one. So now they'll look for the sweep here back home in Nashville.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
The Titans had 8 and 3 now. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Play action. It's Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught at the 20.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Tannehill going to get this forward on the jet sweep.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
You think about the strong safety position. They're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he could make anything happen.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field. But defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
On for the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay.
This just 32 yards officially from the right hash.
Garibay's kick is good.
And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense for the Titans, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Strong. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's...
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And this would have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. And they
a second drive, and of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they have the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They keep it with Henry on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
54 yards rushing for it as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
You get down in this area of the field, you know you're going to get a heavy dose of number 22. They stopped him for a short game there, but can they do it a couple more times?
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. Now Tannehill with a little touch pass to his wideout. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And it's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 12 on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor there. But thank you, Dr. Davis. That one, 28 yards on the ground. 17-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Strong. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Strong. This one swung out here to Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him to football in space as they did right there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the
touchdown, Texans! Dalton Schultz, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Texans 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are, and he works free. And some room to work. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that, you're going to control an inside running game.
He had to feel sad. And Henry's hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Derrick Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
On third down, Henry. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. First down, Titans, gain of 12. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, here's Henry. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Hey!
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Tannehill. Check down here for Henry. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Draw play. This is Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Woods, the receiver, in motion right. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On for the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay from the right hash. This from 33. Garibay's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Throwing to start the drive. Strong. And his throw here's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Strong looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Strong. And this is taken in at the 5. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Jones. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. They get this out left. Touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. Runs over him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Off play action. Strong. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Looking to throw. Strong. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st down, Strong. He finds his man complete. It's Walton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. An inside give to Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Strong. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Strong. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And the ball is knocked out. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Strong.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. back to throw. Strong. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They begin with Henry. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Henry again on second down.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
131 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Woods the receiver in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion left. In motion left goes Smith. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And some room to roam now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Final minute now of the third quarter. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Again, it's Henry. Fights through him. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Off tackle left with Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Weston. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a first down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Titans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Looking to throw. Strong. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Up the middle, Jones. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Strong. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Roger McCreary with the pick. The 30. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on fourth down.
But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Walton. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw again.
Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Cortland Sutton, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Texans 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Smith, the man in motion left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Second down, they go again with Henry.
211 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll run it again with Henry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Here we go.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Here we go. Right here.
Woods, the receiver, in motion left.
Hit. Trip left.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This to make it a 3-score game late. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Strong. He's going to let it fly. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Strong. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. But how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. But what a performance. All those points.